What's up, Saints and Aints? Welcome back to another episode of Music and Makeup. This is a segment I like to call Behind the Beat, where I sit down with artists who are making serious noise in their lanes. Today's guest is someone I've been excited to sit down with. She's one of the sharpest voices coming out of New York, blending style and elegance with an edge. You heard her first on her EP, Weird Girl Antics, and she snapped on her project From Hell to Chanel. And now she's stepping into a new era with her Magnetic, produced by 183rd. On top of that, she was just spotlighted by the documentary Supernova, directed by Michelene Mallard. And we're going to talk about music, evolution, and beauty. Welcome to the podcast, Chyna Streetz. Welcome. I'm excited to have you. I usually like people to start from like their beginnings. What was some of like your earliest memories with music? What were some of the songs or artists that first like moved you to want to rap?
Honestly, it was all over the place because both of my parents were DJs. You know what I mean? I used to hear music coming from every direction. So I would have to say the artist that shaped me, though, it would be like Prince, Sade, Lil Kim, Lauryn Hill, DMX, Nas, Jay-Z, the founding people,
Yeah.
Anita Baker,
Uh,
Anita
yes,
Baker.
yes, yes. Yes, I guess Stephanie Mills moment, but yeah, like real soulful, like well-rounded musical taste. So was there like a pivotal moment that affirmed you, like this is what you wanted to do, like you definitely wanted to rap?
Well, you know what it was for me? I used to always like make up songs as a kid. Like it was just random. Like I would always make up songs. And I used to steal paper. I used to
Mm-hmm.
steal paper. Like if there was like, you know how like sometimes they would have like the computer printing paper and stuff like that. I would just like
Uh-huh.
take that from my aunt, like anywhere, and I don't want to say steal because but I would just take it
I
and
get what
just
you're
like be
saying.
writing all over the place, and I would just like hide my stuff in like a folder, and then I would always go
Mm-hmm.
back to them like, "Oh, this is a good song. This is a good song," and it wouldn't be a good song, but that's not the point. It was just me feeling myself. And then over time, like it just was stuff that I would normally do. Like if a song came on the radio, I would change the words to fit my stuff, to fit me and how I think it worked in my life. Then junior high school came around, and I had to battle in the lunchroom, and
Okay.
yeah, I was battling this dude at the time. I talk about that often. And, it just wound up being a thing. Everybody was like, no, you're really good. You should do this. And I'm like, y'all think I'm good? They're like, no, you're good. You should do this. And I was like, you know what? F it. I'm a rapper.
I know that's right. Listen, I'm doing it. Sometimes other people can see it in us before like we can see it and feel
you,
like comfortable jumping out there.
you know what it was for me? It wasn't more so other people affirming me in it. It was just more so like I wanted to do it so bad, but I didn't want to be bad at it because I hate when people are bad at stuff. So it was just like when other people like, nah, you're really good. I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
What obstacles did you face in a very male dominated space? How do you overcome and navigate some of those obstacles?
Okay, as a young girl, I didn't really have any obstacles because I was free. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. I didn't really care about the politics and all that other nonsense that comes with it now. Like when I was just rapping, like I had my group of friends, I had my people that believed in me. And like I wanted to go on Freestyle Friday and everything. I never got a chance to, but everybody's journey works out. I guess it works out the way it's supposed to. Maybe Freestyle Friday wasn't my way, but I used to literally sit in front of that TV every Friday, like, yeah, I'm gonna be on there one of these days and I'm gonna win. Like, I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
on there and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be on there, and I would just say stuff like that to myself. Like, it's so crazy. Like Angie Martinez would be on the radio, and she would ask the artist questions, and I would answer it as if I was on the radio, just because I always saw myself like as a star. I always saw myself like as somebody that was gonna be there. So I just always wanted to be prepared. Like, well, how would I answer that? Well, how would I feel about it if somebody asked me that? Oh, as a young girl, like that was just like my vision for myself. Like I literally manifested my life. Like I manifested my life. I called this into existence. And I didn't even realize I was doing it as a young girl.
Hmm.
But now, I'm older. I understand, a little bit more in the metaphysics and stuff like that. Now, as far as nowadays, the obstacles I have, it's all a bunch of petty shit. I don't know how to put it any other way besides that. It's just all petty shit. Like, between wanting to work with certain people, or just people might not feel like you're as established, or your affiliations might stop you from being able to work with these people over here, or, I get it.
Yeah, but it gets in the way.
Yeah,
It's
like, it's
yeah,
just more so annoying because it's like, I don't have anything to do with that. And I like your art. I don't care about your personal life. I like your art. You know what I mean?
yes.
And it's like, I want to work with you artistically. I don't care about any of that other nonsense you got going on. And then there's a whole nother layer to it, which I won't get into. And it's just like, sometimes I don't know how to, like, be above it. Because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm human, and pew
Uh-huh.
pew. Like,
So,
listen, I am a
I feel
rapper.
you.
I fall victim. I want to argue. I want to fight. Don't disrespect me, and don't throw shots at me because I hear them.
Okay.
But I understand that it's a part of the game. So I just, I take it in stride
It's
because
right.
you can't rap better than me anyway. So leave me
I know
alone.
that's right. Talkish.
Leave me alone.
I try to be above, but sometimes it can be very, very hard, especially when people are taking you there. So I understand. I completely understand. So let's talk about Tell to Chanel.
Hmm.
That project in particular felt really like a declaration. When you decided to make that, what was like the creative spark behind that?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was going through a really dark, tumultuous time in my life. And, in hindsight, it wasn't that dark. I just couldn't see.
Hmm.
But it forced me to put my pen to the paper for real, because I felt like it was a do or die moment. I felt like everything in my life was, telling me, like, I need to do this. Like, I have everything at my fingertips. You can't make up no excuses. You can't make up an excuse about the studio. You can't make an excuse about the producers. You can't make an excuse about, oh, the men don't want to work with you. You can't make this excuse. You can't do that. You can't do that. Everything that you need is in front of you. Make the fucking album. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this album, but I'm gonna be as true to myself as I possibly can. And, I'm gonna throw a little sprinkle on it so it's artistic, but I'm gonna get what I need to get off my chest. And,
Hmm.
I felt like a lot of my artwork was hindered because I didn't want to hurt other people by the things that I might say. So I kind of tread lightly on, certain aspects of it. But From Hell to Chanel was a very personal piece of mine. And
Hmm.
I'm just glad that it was received the way it was received. And I'm just glad I took a risk and just said, yeah, it's time.
And it felt like letting us in to see like a little piece of your life and a little piece of your heart. You could feel that you were pouring something out. It might not have been everything, but you could tell
Hmm.
that you was pouring something out, something that you had to get out. And that's really sometimes the purpose of art, is to let us express like where we are in a time. It's a snapshot of where we are
Hmm.
in our life. We can look back and be like reflecting on it. Now, you worked, of course, with 183rd on that. How did you
Hmm.
all connect, and like what was the collaborative process like?
That whole collaboration was like, it was like a stair step effect. Like, pre-pandemic, Rome and 183rd, they were working on something. And, stuff happened, things shifted. They were working on stuff, and Coach was like, you and China should do something. And Rome was like, yeah, y'all should do something. And I was like, okay, let me see what he got. You know what I mean? I always knew he was a dope producer, but I
Hmm.
didn't know how that would translate with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody's chemistry doesn't mesh well. And, me,
Hmm.
I have prior biases, not with him. He's dope as hell. I love Third. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
he opened the door for me and took a chance with me that a lot of people wouldn't. And I will
Wouldn't.
forever be grateful to him for that. But he was like, all right, come on, let's get it. And then he sent me the first record. And the first record, I sent it right back to him, like maybe like a day later. And that was entitled.
Okay, that's my shit.
Yeah, that's literally the first record I cut with. I cut for from Hell to Chanel. Like literally, he sent me the beat, and I sent it right back. I was boiling snots and boogers. I was mad as hell when I wrote that song.
Girl, listen, you can feel it. Listen, you can feel it. You can feel it. That is, yes, that is my get it off my chest song. Oh, yes, you can feel it.
I was so mad when I wrote. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I know I never actually broke down that album for anybody, but like, yeah, that song, I was pissed. Like, I was pissed beyond recognition, and I just wrote whatever was there, and then I went and recorded it immediately, and I sent it to him. He was like, "Whoa, wait a minute," and then he sent me another three, and then right back was the next when I cut after that. So
Okay.
trust me, that album is not in numerical
In
order at
order,
all. Like
uh-huh.
I wound up putting it together, but that all came together from Coach and Rome. So shout out to them.
Even when I saw that y'all were working together, because I'm used to him having a different sound and you having a sound, I didn't know what like to expect ear wise, and I was just
Mhm.
like pleasantly surprised. Like, oh yeah, they got us like Pippen and Jordan. I'm like, they got a good thing going, and I was like, I hope they make more music, and we will get to that in a second. Now, in
Mhm.
making that album, were there moments where you almost scrapped the song or like changed direction?
Not really, because I had so many experiences in that time period. There was a point in creating that album where I was just like, how do I finish it? I wrote Entitled, then I wrote Judas Kiss, and then I wrote Right Back. So you can tell they're all feisty songs why they sound like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, I want to put Tiana on this. And, Tiana, another person, she's, straight up Griselda. So, I was
Uh-huh.
so like honored that she would sing on one of my cuts, you know what I mean? And it was just like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, like everything that I thought was hindering me was just my own mental blocks, you know what I mean? I didn't want to jump the gun thinking automatically because I have a relationship with somebody that they automatically want to work with me. And
Right.
because T was like, nah, send me the record. Like, yeah, we gonna get it done. And I was like, yes, it was like the perfect icing on the cake for that song because it was just like I wrote the hook, you know what I mean? I wrote
Mhm.
it. But I was just like, I'm not gonna sing this.
Uh-huh.
I need somebody else to sing this. But I need somebody to sing this that has a soulful voice. Like my voice is
Mhm.
high pitched, so you're gonna get that, that what do we call the girls? The whisper singer
Whisper
girls? Yeah,
singers.
that's my
Whisper singing.
yeah. It is what
Singing
it
in
is.
cursive. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best I got too. So it's all I got.
That's what you getting from me. Like,
Yeah.
I could hold the note, but you ain't gonna you're not getting Beyonce pipes, so don't even ask for it.
E-
But I was really, really like happy that, that album just and I had went on tour too. That was
Mhm.
another thing. I went overseas, and when I went overseas, I had like a sense of freedom. You understand what I'm saying? And I
Uh-huh.
got to see the world in a different light. A lot of my life up until that part was in the
Mhm.
United States. So now I'm in Greece, I'm in Rome, the Netherlands. It
Uh-huh.
was crazy. And I was just seeing things, and then I got to see like my fans for real. Like I got to see like how people treat me over there, and then I realized, oh, I have a job to do. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I can't. I'm thinking because the way it is over here, and how
Uh-huh.
people, and I was like, oh hell no, I'm about to pull a Tina Turner on y'all.
I know
I'm
that's right.
leaving. I'm leaving. I'm
She's
leaving.
like,
I'm leaving.
I'm going
I'm
where I'm
like,
appreciated.
yeah, yeah, I'm going where the love is. At the end of the
Is
day, like I seen people fainting, they hugged me, started crying and kissing me. Like I love that shit, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. I do.
I
And the
know
thing
that's
is, I
right.
make music to be liked. You know what I mean? I'm not
Mhm.
saying I do it to be liked, but I would appreciate if my music is liked. And
That's
if
right.
anybody says they don't feel that way, they're a liar.
Yep.
Like, why would
Because
you
what's
make
it
music
for?
so yeah, like knock it off. It was more so like that was like the final push to be like, okay, I have to put this out. I have to put this out because they're waiting on it. Like it was so
Yeah.
real. I had a fan over, and I hate that word fan, but I had a fan over, where was it? I think it was the Netherlands. Don't get me wrong. Please don't beat me up if it's not true. But
Okay.
she ran up on me
Hmm.
while they were signing autographs. Now, I was like, I was playing the back because I didn't really think anybody, I'm not going to say I didn't think anybody came there to see me. And she ran up on me. She was like, "Why didn't you do what was it? Rain or shine?" She was like, "Why didn't you do
Uh-huh.
rain or shine?" And I was like, "That's a deep
You ain't
cut,
think.
honey."
Yeah, look. Oh, you know Wall.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh." I was like,
Oh, you.
"Okay. I got to switch my set list up." Like,
Hmm.
you can't call me out about what I
Okay.
So, it was a real special moment for me, so I had to get back and get this album out for you guys. The album was done in, like, I got back from tour October 8th. That album was done October 10th. I was not
You
playing.
wasn't
Yeah,
playing around.
I went right to the booth.
So the single magnetic title and the artwork,
Mhm.
conjures up so many different things. Really like
Mhm.
an energy because you're laying there under, I assume it's the moon.
Mm.
What does that mean like for this next chapter as a peek into the album?
That particular shoot, shout out to Yaya. She's crazy. Like, her mind is crazy. Like, she's the only person I really like shooting me because her brain is just like,
Did she do the what I used to call it? It's the one you did last year. You had the ponytails. I want to say it was like dance hall queen inspired. It was like the all
yes,
golds.
yes.
Yeah, listen.
She shot the cover to From Hell to Chanel.
Okay.
She shot those, like the dance hall. That's exactly the
Mhm.
essence that it was.
I love
And
that.
she shot, this one, Magnetic.
Uh huh.
So it's two more singles coming out. It's
Okay.
Magnetic and Room Service. And
Okay.
then that part is done. And then you guys get the album, Mistress of Ceremony. And that's a whole nother project. So this was just a 4-part series I was giving y'all because I didn't drop anything. And I was like,
Mhm.
listen, my fans are gonna be mad with me because I haven't dropped anything all year. But Mistress of Ceremony is done as well.
So,
I'm just waiting on the powers that be to give me the green light to go. But Magnetic, perfect timing, you know what I mean? I feel like the world is calling me to do things under a certain time period. I don't know. Me and my manifestations and the things, my divinity, I just feel like whenever something don't work the way I want it to work, that's because it's working the way it's supposed to work. And I don't
hmm.
question that. And if it doesn't, then it just doesn't. But at least I did it. And
Yep.
Magnetic is definitely something very different.
Okay, because I was gonna
And
ask what was different sound wise.
most of my music is very, like, I'm gonna say strictly boom bapish,
Hmm.
but Magnetic kind of like draws away from that. Like, it's more so just sing songy, like, it's a fun vibe. Like,
Okay.
I kind of wanted to get away from the intricacy of bars. I just wanted to have fun. You know what I mean? I wanted to make a
Yes.
song that was fun. It was lively. The girls could, pop ass to it. You know what I mean? And everybody just have a good time. Like,
Time.
yeah, like when you hear the song, you'll understand what I mean by that because a lot of people was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "I don't care."
Yeah, everybody wants to be pigeonholed like into one type of sound, and you make the
I
same. That's like the whole purpose of like experimenting and say, okay, let me try this, see how I like this, or how this sounds, or how I sound over that. That's the thing. I feel like that's the whole point.
I just felt like my sound was becoming monotonous and becoming very, very, like, okay, you ever hear an album and you know exactly what they're going to say because they do this all the time? I never want you to listen to any of my albums and get that vibe. I never
I
want you to
got you.
listen to any of my music and be like, she's going to here, 8-bar
Hmm.
setup. Okay, she switches right here. Like, no.
Yeah.
I want you to listen, and right when you think you about to know what I'm about to do, pop, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I love that. I love that. I love listening to a song and thinking it's about to go one way and it goes a complete other and it's still good. And I'm like, oh yeah, they ate that.
Yeah. I do. I love to see people experiment with their sound and try new things. And like you said, I don't want to listen to an album that sounds just like the album that they had before. I always had a fascination with artists that every time they released another album, it was like a different era or iteration or something new that they were trying or doing. Like
Mhm.
I like the Madonnas and Beyonce, and I'm just thinking of other artists that every time they're never the same. They're never giving you the exact same album every single time, and I think that's one of those things to me that always made them iconic was that they always knew how to reinvent themselves, they were always looking for something else, like finding new things about themselves creative wise.
From Hella
Mhm,
Chanel, she had her moment. You know what I mean? She did her
mhm.
thing. And, we love her,
We love her.
but we're done with her. You
Yeah,
know
we're
what I
done.
mean?
We've moved on. It's a different time in a different space. Like that moment and era
Mhm.
has happened in your life, and it's like now that's a good memento. It's a note, like a something. What is the word I'm looking for? Like a keepsake of that time, a snapshot of that time.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
over. I'm here now. I've moved on to that area. Let artists do that without screaming that you thought you were gonna get the other project. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Like she's had her moment. Now this is where I'm at right now.
And that's it. Like Mistress of Ceremony, that's the era I'm in right now. I haven't even released her images yet. Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody even knows what she looks like. Nobody even know. Well, I'm kind of giving y'all,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll see. You'll
See, I
see.
was gonna say, one thing that you do well is I was gonna say images, like from Hell to Chanel, just
Mhm.
really beautiful imagery. And I've seen like sometimes you'll drop like little clips of like your shoots and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I know this is getting ready to be creative as hell. I'm like, just whatever it is, it's going to be something really creative and meaningful. There's often a lot of like meaning behind your work and the visuals that you do.
Absolutely.
So I can tell that you're extra thoughtful
I'm
behind
gonna
that.
show
But
you something. This is kind of
okay,
funny. But
all
look,
right.
you see that right there?
Uh huh.
That's literally my craziness. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Uh
Like
huh.
whenever because I get most of my ideas like at random times of the day. So I keep my post-its right here and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like writing all day, every day. So whenever I decide to like execute something, like I just pull off that wall. So there
Uh
will
huh.
never be a time that I run out of ideas because I'm always creating. The only person I'm mad at right now is Doja Cat because
That's like that 80s look.
but
I,
yes, girl.
I like it. That whole like flash dance. I can't just like flash dance 80s type. Listen.
When I tell you I had the whole project ready to go, like I had it all ready to go, and I was like,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you would have ate that. Listen, but because that's I haven't. That's something I've never seen. Like nobody has touched that era, like that look, that whole feel.
I was
Yes,
coming
very
for it. I was coming for
girl.
it. But me and her, we have a similar birth chart. So
Uh-huh.
it's like I figured like, I forgot who said it, but I was told this like, you know, Michael Jackson said it too. Like
Uh-huh.
I work so hard because I'll be damned if God gives that, idea to Prince. And ever since I heard that, I I make sure that I'm working every day. Like right now, I'm doing this interview. I'm sick as a dog right now. You'd never know it.
Oh,
Listen, trust me, I'm putting on my good face. But I'm sick as a dog right now. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Cardi B is pregnant right now and she's on the road. So like hard work beats talent and talent don't work hard. So
that's
sick
the
or not,
truth.
you gotta make it happen.
But that's also they call it the sticky idea theory, where and I'm like that too. If I want to get ready to make a TikTok, a video or something, because there's been times where
Hmm.
I've been sitting and I'm like, I should talk about this, and then I don't, and then maybe hours or maybe a day later, it'll be a video on it, and I'm like,
Every
See, you
time.
should have.
Every
Yeah, I'm like,
time.
you should have did that. Said, or it'll be an idea. If something comes to you and it's really good, if you don't take it, I said you will see somebody else with it. And how will you
Well,
feel?
that's I promise you, my next two albums, like
Mm,
Mistress of Ceremony and Grimoire, I'ma tell y'all now. So that way
uh,
they can't steal my shit.
right. I put it in mine.
I put it in the air
Hey,
already.
right there. Right. Mark this. Write this down.
I
This
said
is
it.
mine.
And I already for Grimoire, I manifested my features that I wanted on there and I got them.
Hey.
So I'm so grateful. Mistress of Ceremony, I need two more features for that. And then we good to go. But I feel like y'all gonna get that from me either, I don't want to say the end of this year, but probably at the top of next year. Probably around February. I'll be dropping again. But we'll see.
But you can listen, you've been keeping us fed with what we have and we were rocking with it. Now I wanted to switch gears to the documentary of
Mhm.
Supernova that was directed by Michelene Mallard. Now, how did that come about?
So that's been my friend since like God knows when. You know what I mean? She always had like an eye for like film, like that's her thing. Like right now she has a project out, Cicatrix. Go check that
Uh-huh.
out. It's a very,
Okay.
very, very, very dope project. And it's a very, very good project about African American women, black women, whatever you want to call us this week. You know what I mean?
Not
I
this
don't got time for
week.
the politics. Like
Right.
and our struggles over the years, things that we deal with personally, things that we go through. And I'm just honored that she took her time to even want to like show parts of my life, you know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
she's been around for a lot of my struggles. I'm always going to champion the people that champion me. And
That's
she's an
right.
amazing director. She won best film for, Supernova,
Mhm.
and it was in the hip hop film festival, and I think she took it somewhere else. I'm not sure. I'll check in with her on that. Don't quote me
Mhm.
on that, but do your own research and go look it up.
Yes.
So
And
yeah.
it's definitely out there. Now, how involved were you in the framing of your story? Now,
What I will say is,
mhm,
I had firsthand involvement in it.
mhm.
It was later edited the way she saw fit, and I was okay with that.
Okay. That was gonna be
So
my next question.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. And I was
Mhm.
okay with that. But every moment of the film, I was there. You know what I mean? Like, she really, really took everything that I said into consideration. She was
That's
very,
good.
very aware of, placement, and just certain things that needed to be captured. Like, there was one particular conversation that was being had where this guy kept asking me weird questions. And I'm just looking at him like,
Hmm.
and she got it on film, and it was the best thing ever. Like, I would if there was a part in that film that I was happy about, that would be like the highlight of my moment, because I want people to just stop saying stupid shit to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I really would love if people would stop asking female artists, like, oh, you want to be the next this person. It's like, y'all don't do that to dudes.
The-
Y'all just be like, either you're good, you sound like this guy, or whatever. Like, when
Yep.
it's women, it's like, oh, you want to be the next this girl because she's the hottest, and she's the best. And it's like,
Hmm.
you didn't even hear me do anything. Like,
Right. The standards often do shift depending on who
yeah,
it
it's
is.
just that right there has been like the reason why I do music the way I do it, because I no longer want women to be pigeonholed, and it's just like a bad stereotype. It's terrible because nobody does this to them.
They are allowed to have different types of rap. So,
Mm,
like, they all don't rap the same.
no, they don't.
Why can't the girls also, where we have, like I said, everybody? So, for instance, there are girls that I don't look to them to give me like conscious rap. Like, it's not. There's girl rappers that I look for ass shaking. Like, I know that we're listening to this ass shaking time. It's like, yeah, I'm not here for deep theses. Like I want to have a good time. I don't want to listen to like
But
a
that's the
thesis.
whole thing. Like, this is my problem, right? This and that.
Mhm.
Okay, so since we going there, let's go there.
Um.
This is my problem, right? And I'm gonna say this on camera because I never do. You mother effers are idiots. And I don't know how to say this any politically correct way besides that because yeah, I like listening to women make shake that ass music. You know why? Because at the end of the day, as a woman, I'ma shake my ass. I don't give a damn how conscious you are. Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody's fucking at the end of the day.
Exactly. Please, like let's not play this game.
Like, make it make sense. Like, and then the thing about it is, or like I'll post a picture, right? And it's kind of risque.
Mhm.
And they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you was that type of woman. What do you mean? I'm a woman.
That's it. Yeah, I'm a woman. That's what I get. If I play a little Meg Thee Stallion, it's like, oh, you're one of those.
Yes, I
I
am.
can't.
I am. I
Yeah,
am one
I
of those.
am.
Yes, I
I am.
am. I
I
am. And
am.
guess
I
what?
enjoy.
Guess what? And if I drop one of those songs next week, you better like it.
Right. When I get into these conversations, I'm like, why can't the women be just as diverse? I said the men are diverse. I said not
Yeah, like
all.
I
I
can't
said,
have versatility. I'm not allowed
yeah,
to, I'm only supposed to be like my conscious is in the third realm, my brain is in
yeah.
like no. You can be multifaceted. There's nothing
Yes.
wrong with that. The problem is I feel like they have this stigma because of Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, you understand what I'm saying? They want
Mm-hmm.
everybody to be like cut and paste MC Light 24/7. And there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with any of
With
them.
that,
You understand what I'm saying? I could
right.
be MC Light on Monday, Lil Kim on Tuesday, Foxy on Wednesday, Megan on Thursday, Doja on Friday, Nicki on freaking Saturday, and Cardi on Sunday. It's room for everybody. You understand what I'm
For
saying? If I want to bounce my
every.
ass today, listen. If I go in the studio and Third makes me a beat that sounds like pop that ass bitch, pop that ass bitch, that's what y'all getting, and I don't care. You just gonna have to be mad. Guess what? That's why it's called having an opinion. You can have an opinion on the music. You can skip that song and you go to the next one. There was this one guy on Twitter one time, right?
Mhm.
He was like, yeah. He was like, oh yeah, Rome's making music again. Insinuating that, he wrote my shit. And I'm like,
Why? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you just sorry. I have something to say. Why? Why do women always get the insinuation just off the bat that a man like it can never just be? Everybody gets the somebody's writing for her allegations. They don't ever do that to men. It's never someone's writing for him.
and I just was like, why would you automatically assume that? And then he wrote the lyrics out, right? And said the lyrics all wrong, right? I said, you know why a man couldn't write that? Because that was a line about maxi pads and periods. Y'all don't get that. So at the
Right.
end of the day, that's not something that you would have firsthand knowledge on unless you was a gynecologist. Because most of y'all don't care about your girlfriend's periods anyway.
Anyhow,
That's just a week away from pussy to y'all.
child, that's terrible. I hate when people get them allegations. I hate that so bad. I hate it because no one.
I used to not like it, but now I just use it as fuel because now I
Mhm,
really just say stuff like this album, Mistress of Ceremony. I promise you, it's for the girls. Like I stopped writing for the approval of men a long time ago. I don't care. Like I'm not here to rap so y'all can feel like, oh yeah, she's the illest female. She write like niggas. That is not a compliment to me. That is not a
that's
compliment
not
to
a
me. Whenever people say that to me, I'd be like, oh, he scented men from my life a long time ago. I don't hate men. I love them.
yep.
Shout out to all my men. But like y'all really gotta get on goal with the fact that there are women that are creative and probably have a better pen than you can imagine. It's okay to
Yay.
congratulate people. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
me, like Third literally said it on the podcast when he
Mhm.
came up here. Like,
Uh-huh.
bro, I will literally sit there. I
Mhm.
purposely do this.
Mhm.
So this is I purposely do this. I'll start writing a song at home, but I won't finish it until I get to the studio. And you know why? Because at the end of the day, I need you to know that I'm hands deep in all of my creative processes. There's not a
Uh-huh.
part of my creative process that I'm not in. I'm telling people whether to bring my levels up, bring them down, this is that, mix it this way, mix it that way. That's how hands on I am about my music, and I don't play about it. Like I literally got into an argument with my engineer because he was trying to tell me how to make it sound. I'm like, bro, it don't sound good like that. Do it like this. You know what I mean? That's why I third told you. He like, nah, she know what she want because like I'll
Yeah,
like we not leaving here till it sound good.
and he said it. He was like, you come in, you have what you've written. He said you do your verse at home, you have everything ready, you know how to like layer your stuff, and you're just very involved in the process.
Point of the matter is, if you really do this thing, your creativity
Mhm.
is the most important thing. You know what I mean? You don't want anybody to be like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. Now, that's not to say you won't take input.
Yes. If you don't have like a plan or some kind of vision for yourself, you'll be led every single place. Any little idea somebody gives you, you'll be running back and forth, back and forth, back
Yeah,
and
that's
forth.
what I'm saying. Like for me, I have a guideline. That's where them posters come from. That's my guidelines.
Hmm.
I'm not deviating from my plan. Now, if
That's right.
you are a part of that, like if you put something on it that makes sense to me, then absolutely. But other than that, my vision, whatever I lay my head on this pillow and dream and visualize and God says go do that, that's what I'm going to do. Like other than
Yep.
that, no, there's no deviating from that. And I'm sorry if you ever thought that was going to happen because it's
Back
not.
to the documentary, would you ever want to expand that story, or would you ever be interested in like doing another, since that was one part of your life, would you ever be interested in doing like a documentary in the future?
Well, I would love to expand it. You know what I mean? Because there were a lot of things that I didn't touch on. But I'm not going to lie, in order for me to touch on certain things, I need the bag. And it's not because of anything else other than if I don't do it that way, it could get really tricky because there's a lot of other people involved.
Yeah, I feel you, and I got you, because it's not just you. It's not just your story. I feel you. So
It would, like for me, even though their life turned out the way their life turned out, my life turned out how mine turned out. Like I'm always a person that looks at it like, if it was me, what would I want somebody else to do? And
uh-huh.
I learned recently you shouldn't have that mindset, but can't worry about who anybody else is going to be. I can only be Chyna. You know what I mean? I can't be nobody else besides that. In order for me to tell my life story, I would have to tell it the way that it happened. You know what I mean? So you could kind of understand and also see like God's hand in my life. Like
Mm.
I can't show you the story without.
Without telling, putting, it's the same with me. When my daughter's like, you should tell your life story, but I'm like, I can't do it without, if I want to tell the whole thing, I can't without, I'm gonna piss some people off. We're gonna pivot to
Mhm.
beauty and fashion. So
Yes.
what are some of like your non-negotiables when it comes to like beauty and self-care?
Everything is a non-negotiable for me. I don't
Yes.
care. I don't care. I don't care. Everything is a non-negotiable. I am a stickler. I will throw a tantrum. I don't care. My big age, I will throw a tantrum if something is not right. Like I said, I'm sick as a dog right now. I
Mhm.
wanted to curl my hair more, but I couldn't even find the strength to do it because I knew I had to do this interview. And I was like, you know what? I'm a pretty girl. We'll work it out. Then
Like,
lip gloss is a must.
mm-hmm.
Lip gloss is a must, which we'll brief on a little later because I found
Yes.
something. I found
Ah,
something, girl.
okay.
I
Uh-huh.
found something. I found something.
Let me
And
know.
and I should have actually brought it in the room so I could kind of like show it during the interview because it was so cute. It was like the cutest thing. I was like, oh
Is it?
my
Was it on your TikTok? The
God.
little
Yes.
coffee.
Yes.
I meant to ask you, did you try those? Because I've been seeing them, but they look
Mhm.
so cute. The little coffee cups from Glamlight, I think it was.
Listen, they in my TikTok showcase. Go get them now.
Glamlight makes some of the cutest little products.
And they black owned. I
Oh, I
didn't
did
know.
not know they were black owned. I just seen them on the TikTok shop. They had like ones that was like Hostess snacks. One time they had like lip
I'm
kits that
about to
were
get
around.
that one too. I don't
Yes.
care. I'm sold. That's my thing. As far as like beauty products, I'm a lip gloss fiend. Like
I know
And
that's right.
it's so bad that I'll get a package and he'll be like, "Would you buy more oil and stuff like that?" He's like, "What is it? Oil, soap, or lip gloss?" Like, you are
Hmm.
sick. And I'm like,
I have to have. I feel you. I love a lip combo. I the amount of lip gloss. That's why I'm cute and mute over here because the amount of lip gloss I own is ridiculous.
but that's why I said, like, I listen, everything is a non-negotiable for me. I'm an esthetician. I'm a licensed esthetician in the state of New York. So
Oh, so it's like, yes, I'm listening because I was going to ask about your skincare regimen. That was one of my next questions too.
as a woman, you should just want to do that for yourself. Like,
Hmm.
you feel so much better when you're completely put together, whatever that is for you. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's the thing. Like, I'm not shaming nobody for wearing makeup. I'm not shaming nobody for not wearing makeup. I'm not
Hmm.
shaming nobody for weaves. I'm not shaming nobody for whatever
Yep.
they do. Whatever your put together look is, I'm here for it. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
if you, I don't want to use that word "girls, girl" because whatever. But like,
Because a child, and then it's never a girl's girl.
yeah, like that's why I was like, you know what? Don't use that word. If you are for the girls,
There you go. You're
if you
for the
are really
girls.
truly for the girls, you know that everybody doesn't have the same cut and paste aesthetic. And I
Yeah,
hate cut and paste aesthetics because it lets me know that you're a boring ass bitch and you don't really
a
like,
follower. Yep.
and you're not really doing it because it's true to you. You're doing it because it's in. Like, I hate following trends. Like, if
Yeah.
you see me following a trend, it's because 9 out of 10 I broke down to actually like it.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah,
not
bro.
because I initially was like, "Ooh, everybody's doing it." It's like, you know what? That actually is kind of cute. Let me see how it looks on me. I have a very unorthodox style. I like the weirdest shoes, bro.
What's a typical shoe that you get?
Oh, I'm a sneakerhead, but also, like,
Hmm.
as far as my shoes, I like Mary Janes. I like loafers.
Okay.
Like, I remember one time, like, my brother had a baby shower, and I had like these shoes. They were pink,
Hmm.
and I don't even know what brand they were. I can't remember, but they look like clown shoes. Like,
Uh,
if clown shoes had a heel to it, that's what they look like. And I remember my brother looked at me like, "Where did you get those ugly shoes from?" I was like,
mhm.
"Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You worry too much on the shoe. Don't worry about
Uh-huh.
the shoe. Wait till I finish with this."
Uh-huh.
Showed up at the baby shower. I had on a nice flared, nice flared leg with the clown shoe.
Ah,
And I
okay.
had on a baby pink top to match the shoe with the baby pink bag. And everybody was like, "You know what? Okay. I see what you
It
did there."
works.
And I was just like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. You can't worry about the one piece." Like, that's the thing. People get so caught up on the weird piece. Don't worry. It's a staple
Uh-huh.
piece. You'll catch on later. You know what I mean? You'll
The moment you said wide leg pants, I was like, oh, I see the vision. I said, I see. I said, I see the vision. I said, I see the vision. As soon as you said wide leg pants, I was like, okay, not so crazy after all with the
No,
pants
because
and then the top
when you have a weird, ugly shoe, you put a wide leg over it
over
to
it.
give
It
it that
absolves it.
balance.
It absolves it. It makes it a complete difference because I've had like they look long and pointy. I do that a lot with
Hmm.
like long pointy shoes, and then if I'm like, don't worry, it's a wide leg pant. It's gonna cut the shoe like
Hmm.
almost in half. It's just gonna look great, like the
It's gonna
celebrity.
balance it out, and then you get the right angle of, and then that was the beauty of it, because like the stupid design of it on the bottom,
Mm-hmm. No,
that was like
that's
the only thing showing, so it looked like fluid underneath it. And my brother was
uh,
like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, what you
you gotta
thought?"
see how it all comes
Yeah.
together. That's awesome. So, what's like one of your go-to glam looks when you're performing or filming?
For me, it depends on what era I'm in. You know what I mean? Or like what
Mm-hmm.
mental state I'm in. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I try not to do anything around my cycle, because when I'm around my cycle, I get real frustrated and don't want to do anything, and I'm not creative at all. I'm like, whatever, blah. But
Uh-huh.
like, I'm putting on a t-shirt and some leggings and a sweater, and I'm calling it a day. There's other times that, like, For me, I prefer like a good two piece, a little cute two piece.
Mm-hmm.
I like my hair down, depends. I'm probably gonna dye it blonde soon. I don't know. But, I like me a two piece in a heel, a two piece in a boot. Like, call me auntie. I don't care. I've earned it. But like, I love me a good Mary J. Blige look. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's the Capricorn in me. I don't know. Like a jacket
I
and a boot and a knee high
boot.
boot. That's
Yes.
sexy. Like, come on now.
Yes, listen, I love in the wintertime knee-high boot me. Like you can't go wrong with like a good knee-high boot, a long coat. You could get like a good bodysuit or some type. But yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying. You get you a
I
nice
love
two
knee-high
piece
boot.
or a bodysuit. Or me personally, I love the crop jacket look with the one with the
Yes.
bodysuit and the knee high. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
It's the two pieces too, because you could take the two pieces and then make
And
that into like
separate
four
them.
outfit. Yes, I'm good for that. I will get a two piece, put the top with a pair of jeans, wear the bottom with like another shirt, and then put them together. I'm like, you can stretch and get you a couple outfits out of there.
I like to rinse a pleated skirt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I need to stop. Like, I really need to stop with the pleated skirt look. Like, I need to give it up. I know, like, y'all don't have to come for me and tell me. I know, like,
But sometimes,
I
like when something looks good, it is like it's like a good on you. Listen, there's pieces that are like styles of things that I'm like, I just have to wear this like all the time.
Mhm.
Like certain cuts of like bodysuits, like turtlenecks and things, or like cuts of shirts, and
Mhm.
I'm like, all my shirts just need to be this cut. So sometimes, like if the skirts work for you, like that's like your thing, girl, your signature. That's
Yeah, for me right now, besides the tennis skirt, I'm gonna have to say it's the two pieces. Like, I'm not gonna lie, hourglass cover, that Marin Sierra outfit, I love them. Oh my goodness.
yes,
I have like five of them now, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna wear this to. But then, I just
yes.
watched a TikTok earlier and it was like, why are you saving your good stuff? Wear it now. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I ain't getting no younger. I'm honestly.
Nah, that's true. Wear your stuff. Showalter came on here. He's always saying wear your shoes, but like wear your stuff because every day is really like a good occasion. I do that sometimes even with makeup. Like this is a blush. I'm saying I'm
I
like
have a bad habit with makeup and doing that. I need to, like, oh my goodness.
yeah,
Like,
and saving a foundation for a special my Mac, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I'm going somewhere, and I'm like, girl, if you don't practice with this darn foundation, but yeah, this is the special occasion, like
yeah,
the fact that
don't let you wait. Oh my goodness. I hate when I do this with products. And this is some real girl talk. Like, I
Mhm,
hate when I have a product that I bought because I like it and I did not try it out. And then I
mhm.
go to try it out on a special occasion and I don't like it. And now I gotta do everything. Oh my goodness. I
Yes,
hate it. I
I
hate
was
it.
had somewhere to go. I just bought this MAC foundation, and I was like, I was gonna try it, but I'm like, girl, don't you do that. Stick with your practice to do that on an off day because I said this will be the time you put it on. It oxidizes. It does whatever it's gonna do. It
And
breaks you
that's
out.
the thing. I cannot stand when it oxidizes because, as bright as I am, I look
It,
like a tomato. Go for Danessa. If you
yes,
if you listen, let me tell you something. I have not found, and yes, I tell people all the time, they're like, "Oh, you're yellow. You can use whatever." No, I can't. I
it's
cannot.
undertone. It's undertone. Yeah,
I
I'm
have
like
yellow undertones. I
undertone.
cannot use everything. Some things have pink undertones, some things have red undertones, some things
Hmm.
have olive undertones. That's the best one
Yep.
I can use, but
Yes.
as just far as just like, and even so, they make me duller than I already
Hmm.
am. And not saying I'm dull because I have really bright skin, but it's just like it just doesn't give that like pop that you want.
Yep.
Danessa, I love you, girl. I love you. Like, when I
Yes.
tell you her stuff works on everybody, like, I
Hmm.
love it. I love it. I love it. It is beginner proof.
Yes, I was gonna say her makeup is so forgiving. The balm contour, even the
Mm-hmm.
blurring balm, the blushes, they're so forgiving because you can kind of blend out any mistakes that you have, and they
Mm-hmm.
have this like really easy consistency. But her makeup, I say, is like you said, very beginner proof. It's not heavy. It's buildable. It's still pigmented, but it's not heavy makeup. Like the skin
Right.
tint is really light. That's one of my favorite products. I need her to go
That's
ahead and
my
bring back.
go-to. Listen, I am not a makeup artist. I tell people this all the time. I'm an
Mhm.
esthetician. I can help you with your skin. I cannot beat your face. That is not my ministry, honey. I'm a rapper, okay? If you want me to write a rhyme for you, I could do that. If you
I
want me
can
to
do
give
that.
you a good facial and a good skincare routine, I can help you with that. When it comes to makeup, I'm don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like I am still a student, and I promise you I will have you walking out of here looking like Ronald McDonald.
I can't do makeup on people. I can do it on myself.
I'm good at it, but as
Hmm.
far as just like the steadiness of my hands,
And
I don't have that hand-eye coordination. Like I could
she
think
get
it, I could see it, I could tell you, look, you should do this because that would
do
look
like
better.
this. What are some of your favorite beauty brands?
It would definitely be Danesta, Aunt Pat, because like she's the best.
Mm,
I like the Inky brand too, as far as like
okay.
skincare.
Um,
The Inky list. I'm knee deep in the trenches of Korean skincare right now. Medicube, the Anuas, like I'm like knee deep.
I love
Also,
Anua's cleansing oil. I just started using that this month, and it melts makeup just perfectly.
you know who else that nobody I haven't really seen people talking about this, but I love her cleanser. Okay, she
Mhm.
has a cleanser, she has an eye cream, and what else did I use? I used the cleanser and the eye cream. That's all I've used from her brand. But I'm about to try some of the other products out.
Is it?
Alicia Keys,
Oh, really? I didn't know she had a line.
girl.
I
When
know
I
I got.
tell you that honey cleanser,
Uh huh. I'm gonna have to look it up because I didn't know that she still had. I didn't know that she was doing a skincare line.
look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
This is the honey cleanser. Oh, and tear tear.
Okay. Tear. I'm just familiar with their foundation, but I didn't know that they did skincare too.
No, I have the toner. I have the tear toner. It's chamomile and rice. And I also have the moisturizer and the sunscreen. It's a 50
Okay.
plus sunscreen. And I love that. Also, I use Alicia Keys sunscreen. That was pretty good too. But yeah, definitely Keys Soul Care. I love it. Oh my goodness. Like the way it feels on your skin, it lathers up really nice.
I'm gonna have to try that because I'm always looking for new cleansers. Right now, I'm using Peach and Lily, and before
I
that, I
haven't
was
tried
using
that yet, but I'm gonna get around to it.
Peach and Lily is pretty good. Their oil cleanser is not. It's probably not so good. It's not one of the best, but I will say the gentle cleansing gel is like my second step in taking off my makeup. It seems to get like
Okay.
everything off. So that's a brand that I like. Suwasu. They make a
Okay.
good cleansing oil too. That's usually what I use for Korean skincare, and that's one that I really like. And Good Molecules has
You
they're
know,
really.
I like them for body care too.
I haven't tried any of their. I've seen some of their stuff in the lower
The
show at
soap
Ulta.
bar, like they have
Yeah.
the discoloration bar for like
Uh-huh.
hyperpigmentation. Like on my wax clients, I always tell them to use that. Oh, also because listen, I'm for the
Mhm.
girls. I
Well,
am
the
a
girl.
waxer. I am an esthetician. Besides the rap.
I did not know that you were an esthetician and a waxer. I
Mm-hmm.
think that is so awesome. That
Mm-hmm.
is amazing.
Salt XO.
Okay, I've been seeing their stuff.
Honey, I've been using that since 2019. It might be earlier than that. It might be later than that. When I tell you her products have never changed, and it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing, and it's life changing. And if you don't like the one with the seeds in it, like she has one that doesn't have. I like the one with seeds in it because that's just the original formula that I had. I tell everybody, they be like, "What do you recommend?" Salt XO.
I'm gonna for sure check that out. I'm like super into body care, so like any types of scrubs,
Listen, I'm
lotions,
telling you, like I
oils.
said, just go on my TikTok shop and you'll see.
As we wrap up here, I wanted to ask you what's next for you. We talked in depth like about some of the things that you have going on and like the next couple of singles you're gonna drop. But beyond that, what's next for you? Any more visuals, tours, or any other creative ventures going?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm writing a show right now.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
like
writing a
that.
sh- I'm writing a show, and it's been in the works since 2020, and I haven't really like spoke on it yet publicly. So like
Mhm.
this will be the first announcement of it. I can't release the
Woo.
name yet because it's kind of funny, and I just want y'all to see it and be like, "What the hell is this girl doing?" You know.
Uh-huh.
But as far as the two projects, you have Mistress of Ceremony and Grimoire. Those are both
Okay.
coming out 2026. I'm not holding them back. They're both coming out. So visuals, you'll get two visuals from me
Okay. Hmm.
by, I'm going to say early November.
Okay.
Because once Room Service, the single comes out, then
Hmm.
you know,
There you
you'll
go.
understand why I'm doing it this way.
Mm.
Then I have a situation coming up that I kind of want to spring on you guys later in the week. Depending on when this comes out, I'm gonna be releasing the From Hell to Chanel vinyls with the OBI strips. Shout out to that because everybody's been like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Child, I'm never doing it this way again."
Like,
I'm
get
just
I
now that I actually have firsthand knowledge on how to do it. I'm switching the program up because I would never do that
know that's
again.
right. She's like, I'm making some changes.
Well, I'm a very organized person,
Hmm.
so I like things to flow a certain way. So
Yep.
now that at first I was worried about leakages and stuff like that, and my project being places that I didn't want it to be, Reddit
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, I have no fears because if it's a good album, y'all gonna get it regardless. So,
that's right.
whether it's leaked or not, like next year is a year for like real risk for me. So we gonna do things a little differently. Plus I got some merch coming, clothes and stuff. I haven't actually like released anything like that yet. So I've been working on it. I don't want y'all to think that I haven't. I have, things take time. Well, good things take time. So,
That's right.
your girl's definitely working, like I said, Mistress of Ceremony, that's with 183rd. And then Grimoire is a solo project with, multiple producers on it. So
You have been working. Just because it's quiet does not mean that there is not no work going on
listen, you
behind the
don't always hear
scenes.
a pot boiling. You know what I mean?
Okay, listen. All right. That is the absolute truth. Well, Chyna, I thank you so much for coming on the podcast and talking to me. This has been just a ball. This has been so much fun
Thank you for
talking to you.
having me.
Yes, absolutely. This is just, like I said, been just wonderful having like girl talk and it just getting a chance to really sit down and talk to you.
Mhm.
You're just the best. So, all right, Saints and Aints, big love to Chyna Streetz for coming through and blessing the show with her energy. Y'all make sure y'all stream her new single, Magnetic. It's available on all platforms. And if you love this episode, make sure you forget to like, share, and subscribe to Music and Makeup on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Until next time, Saints and Aints, love you. Bye.